Hello and welcome to Cafe Mutual's YouTube channel. Today I'm joined by industry veteran in Ravi Kumar Jha, CEO of LIC Mutual Fund. Mr. Jha, welcome to the show.
Thank you. Thank you. Thanks to the Cafe Mutual for having this video interview. And through you, I wish all the viewers of Cafe Mutual and hope that this interview will go on smoothly and I'll be able to contribute something positive.
Definitely. And as we all know, India's growth story has been marked by a big conversation around India's consumption story. And recently, LIC Mutual Fund has launched a consumption and NFO. So I wanted to understand a little better. But before we get into that, I'd like to start by asking you a question regarding LIC's AUM.
Okay.
So from September 2024 to September 2025, LIC's AUM has increased by 23% from 33,725 crore to 41,500 crore. What do you think are the key indicators that pointed towards this increase in AUM?
There are several factors which I hope that has given an augmentation to the AUM. First and foremost, you may be aware that we had merged IDBI Mutual Fund in July 2023. So post that, we have restructured our equity funds, all the equity funds that we received, and we have restructured the entire portfolio. So that has also given a lot of visibility and growth in the AUM of different equity schemes. Secondly, we have taken up SIP bandwagon at a very, very strong rate because we feel that SIP is one important wealth engine which can give very powerful compounding to the investor. And it is good for the investors' point of view also because the small amounts of 5,000, 10,000, 25,000 do not pinch their average consumption or their spending, and over a period of long term it allows creation of a very healthy wealth kitty for them and the achievement of the financial plan. So these three things are very important. And then we have also increased our branches from 37 branches. We have reached to close to 50 branches, and in a couple of years we are hoping that we should be reaching century in the respective branches as regards in all India, and mostly at tier 2, tier 3 cities. That is what we are focusing. And finally, we have also taken up a lot of digital initiatives to smoothen the journey, the investment journey of the investors, and we hope that would be a catalyst for growth of the AUM.
All right, that's great to hear. And I wanted to ask a follow-up question on that regarding your AUM. Now, the question is regarding B30 cities. As it stands, LIC Mutual Fund total AUM, 17% of it comes from B30 cities. So I wanted to ask, what initiatives are you taking to strengthen this further?
See, first and foremost is financial literacy programs, which are extremely important for an average investor. For us also, for everyone, each one of us, it is very, very important that we must go through the different nuances of financial investing. So this is one activity which we have very strongly taken up with all our branches. And we are regularly insisting them to have financial literacy or investor awareness programs to be done at local level. This is one thing. Secondly, distributors are our most important segment through which we want to expand our network, our working also, and to onboard more and more investors. I am extremely glad and happy to share that when I had joined LIC Mutual Fund in April 2023, at that point of time, the distributor percentage share to our overall business was around 48%. But today, as on 31st of October 2025, I'm extremely happy to share that our percentage share from distributor community as a whole has increased to 80%. So we are extremely bullish also, and we thank all our distributors, LIC agents for their active participation and supporting LIC Mutual Fund in a big, big way. Thirdly, the third component which we feel has been a game changer is our pocket SIP. If you will remember, last year on 16th of October 2024, we had launched our pocket SIP. Pocket SIP means our daily SIP starts with rupees 100 rupees. Monthly SIP starts with 200 rupees, and quarterly SIP starts with 1000 rupees. We are extremely thankful that we are getting good participation, very encouraging participation from the investors in particularity, and we have all crossed 1,25,000 pocket SIPs as on 15th of October 2025. The data as on 31st October is still awaited. Once it comes, we will be able to know whether what is the next higher level where we have reached. But this pocket SIP gives us a lot of energy and positivity that in smaller towns, smaller cities, beyond 30 cities in particular, or everywhere, there is a large segment of population, those who are having low income, but they want to test mutual fund for their savings investment purpose, and they also want to join and take benefit of the power of compounding through SIP route. So this is one big and important activity, strategic activity which we have initiated, and we are thankful to all the investors, distributors, fintech channel for supporting us in a big way. And finally, as I said you earlier also, the branch expansion has been one of our most important, and we are focused to open more and more branches in our tier 2, tier 3 cities beyond 30 cities, so that our reach is also maximized and we are able to cater to the various investor segments living in those towns and smaller cities.
Okay, that's great to hear, especially what you said about mutual fund distributors. I wanted to ask you a question based on that. Your parent company, LIC of India, has about 14 lakh individual agents. That's a
Okay.
lot of agents. And I wanted to ask, what is LIC Mutual Fund doing to strengthen its number of mutual fund distributors?
As you have rightly said, LIC has more than almost 15 lakh agents, and this is a strategic advantage for all of us also. And we are regularly carrying out training programs, empanelment activities at our ground level, and engaging more and more with the LIC agents to make them sensitize them about the benefit of joining mutual fund industry also through us. And as you will notice also, in the last couple of years, particularly, there has been a marked shift by investors, particularly in investing into mutual funds. So all these training programs, literacy programs, and guiding them to join LIC mutual fund has been a very structural transformation for us. And in onboarding more and more LIC agents to take advantage of the mutual fund and to help the families in creation of their wealth kitty, so that they are able to face the challenges of life in a much better way.
All right, rightly said. And now I'd like to take our focus to the consumption fund that LIC has launched. Could you, for our viewers watching at home, explain why you've launched this consumption fund at this particular period?
See, the consumption fund we have especially launched during this time, as we are all aware that the government of India has initiated GST 2.0. And not only that, it was announced on 15th of August and then executed and implemented very fast from 22nd of September. And as per the data which is coming on a regular basis, whether it is on Dhanteras days or on Diwali festive season, etc., there has been a huge uptick in the demand and the spending of the by the Indian citizens. So much so, in gold and silver, there was a report that more than 60,000 crores of sales took place. In the case of passenger cars, more than 1 lakh units were sold in one particular day, Dhanteras only, which was more than 25-30% of the previous year. And not only that, the Confederation of All India Traders, they also vocally said that during this festive season, from 22nd to September to say 20th of October or 23rd of October till Diwali, or for the month of say October, more than 6,05,000 crores of sales has taken place, which is more than 25% year on year in comparison to earlier festive season. Not only this, in fact, very strong numbers also came about GST, that in the month of October, the GST has been, GST collections has been 1.96 lakh crores, which means even though the GST rates were moderated, the spending by the consumers or by the Indians have been so good that the collections of GST has not taken any downward beating. Not only that, in case of passenger cars, I told you, but further data came about that more than 4,70,000 units were sold in the month of October, recording a huge plus in comparison to earlier years. And all the three big automobile companies, whether it is Maruti, Mahindra, or Tata Motors, they showed very handsome growth in the sale of their passenger cars. So in all respects, we see that the consumption has become a very strong theme, and a strong theme, and government is also extremely bullish to increase the income in the hands of the investors, of the citizens, so that they can spend more, they can save more, and the total economy, whether it is private consumption or the industrial manufacturing, everything takes up in a very fast pace, and more than double digit, triple digit of growth takes place in these sectors. So since government is also eyeing Atmanirbhar by 2047, we are strongly of the opinion that this theme, consumption theme, will be a multi-decadal theme, and therefore bringing this fund at this time, at this golden opportune time, is one of the most significant aspects which we felt, and therefore we launched this scheme at this point of time.
Okay, now you've explained all the reasons for why you've launched it at this time. But currently in the market, there are already a few consumption funds with well established track records. Why should MFDs choose your fund?
See, I understand there are quite a good number of funds in the industry by other AMCs, but still LIC Mutual Fund has come out with this consumption fund at such a right time. This is what I want to say. Our timing has been one of the most appropriate when we are literally saying that all the sectors and the consumption theme as a whole is being propped up by the government like anything. I mean, to boost the consumption, to boost the industrial capacity, manufacturing, everything, government is giving lot of thrust. And we thought that we will be little different and better because we are from LIC brand, because LIC is one of the most trusted and loved brand in all over India. So this will give a major boost, a major advantage when we come out with our consumption. This is one thing. Secondly, our investment framework is very good. It's very strong. It is about uplift, and it talks about urbanization. U means urbanization, P means premiumization, L is lifestyle, then I means income, then F means formalization, and T means technology. And we find from our experience that whether it is middle class, if you talk about middle class, there are the percentage of middle class is 31% as of now, comprising almost 45-46 crores of the Indian population. And it is expected that by 2031 this will rise to 38%, and by 2047 it will cross 60%. Not only that, government has also been very vocal that during the last 10-11 years, more than 25 crore people have come from BPL. They have upgraded from BPL to middle class segment, the new middle class segment. So all in all, we feel that this comprehensive investment strategy coupled with LIC brand will make lot of difference, a significant difference, and it will give a lot of boost to the consumption economy also. The companies which will be included in our basket, in our portfolio, they will also benefit from the investment which is being given by the various investors. And as we are flexi cap, we are having a market cap agnostic approach also. We'll be having a flexi cap approach in our investment and selection of stocks, and which will be majorly focused 80% on consumption theme also. So these are a few things which are very, very important and critical, and we feel that at this time of the economy, when consumption is so much strongly propped up by the government, and all the citizens, all the Indians, all of us are taking advantage of the growth in income because of income tax exemption from 7 lakhs to 12.75 lakhs, because of reduction in GST rates, because of reduction in the interest rates by the various banks due to reduction in the repo rate by 100 bips. And all this has given a capability to all of us, to all the citizens, to invest more, to spend more, to save more. And overall, I therefore feel personally, we all have a very strong feeling that consumption fund, with lot of difference and significance because of our uplift strategy, which takes a comprehensive view of the entire urbanization, premiumization, discretionary spending, lifestyle changes which is undergoing. All this will help in a major way to boost the economy as per the consumption theme which we have taken up.
All right. Thank you for that comprehensive answer. Now, where do you think a distributor should position a thematic consumption fund in their client's portfolio?
Uh, Here, I would say that our consumption fund can cater to both the core portfolio also, and it can be positioned as a satellite portfolio also. Because as I have said earlier, our consumption theme is a multi-decadal theme, and it is certainly going to run for 20, 25, 30 years in a very, very positive manner. And to support this, I will say that the per capita income at around say 2,500, 2,700 US dollars is still at a very low level. There are other advanced economies in the world whose per capita income is huge, more than 10,000, 25,000, 50,000 US dollars. So what we feel that this rise in per capita income, because of the various positive strategies taken by the government to ensure that the income level or money with the investors remain in a much more stronger manner, so that they are able and capable to invest more into consumption theme, etc. We feel that this can be a long term strategy. छोटा स्ट्रैटेजी रखने की जरूरत नहीं है. Here we feel that it can be a very long term or medium term or a long term strategy. People can invest into consumption fund as their core portfolio also, and in case they are already invested, they can additionally invest it as a satellite portfolio also, and take advantage of the growth in the consumption fund. Now, the one other aspect which is also very, very significant, that the Nifty India consumption benchmark in the last 4 years has grown much strongly in comparison to the Nifty 50 TRI and the Nifty 500 TRI. And remember, there has been no extra push by the government in the last 4 years as comparison to the push that has been given since February 2025 in the budget also, and then GST 2.0 also, which has taken place from 22nd of September. So we feel that the consumption theme, consumption basket will move much faster. It will provide much stronger returns to the investors, and therefore our request to all the investors, all the distributors, LIC partners, everyone, we want to request them that they can very well make consumption, our LICMF consumption fund, as one of their core portfolio, and they can plan their financial objective. They can achieve their financial plan through investment as SIP or lump sum in our LICMF consumption fund.
All right. Now, the consumption fund, the theme looks promising, but it looks promising in the current market context. What risks do you foresee in this segment?
See, there can be risks associated with any fund, and it's not that only consumption fund will be affected because of that. But if I can categorize those risks, it can be like economic slowdown that may take place, or the inflation is at a very moderate and lower level. Suddenly there is a spike in the inflation rate that may cause contraction in the spending from the consumers. And thirdly, change in the government policy also, that can also affect the investment into consumption fund. So these are the three areas which I personally feel that may have certain amount of risk as far as investment into consumption fund is concerned. But having said that, my point is that there are a lot of initiatives which we have taken from the perspective of risk mitigation. This is also I want to highlight at the same time, because though our 80% of the portfolio will take stocks from the consumption theme, but there is a flexibility of adding another 20% portfolio from other flexi cap oriented good stocks that we can take. This is one thing which we have thought about, which means that proper diversification will help us in ensuring that the objective of the investors, the wealth generation perspective through which they have invested into our LICMF consumption fund, does not get any impairment. This is one thing which I wanted to highlight. This is what we shall ensure, that our fund should be having diversified stocks, and it will give a natural balance, a spontaneous balance, and balance of bifurcation, and give a very balanced, resilient wealth creation for the investor.
All right. Thank you for answering those questions, Mr. Jha. I have one final question. It's regarding a recent SEBI proposal of TER rationalization. How, what do you see about this proposal, and how do you see it impacting the overall industry?
Uh, I'll tell you that the SEBI's proposal, that consultation paper has come just now, and we are extremely busy. In the last 1 week, we have been extremely busy for launching of our LICMF consumption fund. But having said that, we have created a small team also to study, because the proposal, it's very varied, diverse, and it contains lot of points and nuances. So we have to study that, and then only we will be able to give our feedback in a positive manner.
All right, then. That's all the questions I had. Do you have any parting words for our distributor audience watching at home?
Uh, uh, I wanted to say to all the investors and all the distributors and partners, to both of them. First of all, I'll say to investors, request them that LIC mutual fund is a very ethical, in a very ethical manner and in a proper balanced manner. We are investing into various stocks, portfolio, etc. And our vision is to be a trusted partner in wealth creation and a mutual fund of choice. So taking that vision as our mission, all of us, the entire team of LIC Mutual Fund, is extremely focused and dedicated to generate good returns for the investors. And my request to all of them, that having given your unwavering trust, support in growth of the AUM, we look forward to similar kind of growth and support at all times, so that LIC Mutual Fund regain its glory in times to come. As regards distributors, LIC partners, MFDs, we would like to say that they are our main source of support, main pillar of support for us, and we have extreme trust upon them to help at all times and guide their respective investors, consumers to invest into LIC-MF schemes. Together, since we have grown from 48% to almost 80%, in coming months also, we emphasize that by March 2026, our percentage share of support from mutual fund distributors and LIC agents, all the other distributors should in a combined way cross more than 90% in this financial year. Looking forward to their wholehearted support, love and affection at all times. Thank you. Thanks to each one of them.
Thank you very much, Mr. Jha, for joining us for this interview. It was a pleasure speaking to you and hearing your insights. And thanks a lot to the viewers watching from home. We'll catch you next time on Cafe Mutual's YouTube channel.